What is up, party people? Big welcome back, and today we are out in Party Town, USA. Well, actually, it's Canada, so anyway, good enough. But it's like across from USA, so if that counts. This is Port Dover, and I'm going to warn people that are watching this and they just wanted to see Port Dover and you've never watched my videos before. I may or may not say rude and crude things and ruin your watching experience. So if you're easily offended by rude and crude things, you could just mute the video and enjoy it, because I am going to go tour your beautiful little town. And if you like rude and crude shit, then guess what? You're in the right place, because we are going to go around identifying which joints are swingers clubs and gay bars. No, I'm joking. We're not doing any of that. We're actually checking out Port Dover. I haven't been out here for a few years, and so today was a nice day for a drive. Went out and took a look around. Last time I was out was a few years back, and it was during Friday the 13th. And for those people that don't know, that is like a big motorcycle rally where like thousands of motorcycles come and take over this town. I don't know much about the history of it, and you think I would have probably looked into it before making the video, but I'm actually a pretty shitty YouTuber, so I'm going to leave that part up for you. Although I will tell you what I heard about it, was that basically what happened was back in, I think it was like 1943 or 44, somewhere 43 or 44, the mongrels got together and were fighting with the Hells Angels, and they had this big battle on the beach, and they were throwing like coconuts and shit, because there's palm trees here. You guys are going to see the palm trees there, and those are actually coconut trees. And so they had this big battle throwing coconuts at each other from one side of that road to the other. And once they ran out of coconuts, they started shooting at each other, and then they ran out of bullets, and the people that were left were like, all right, you know what, we live this long, there's a bar down the road, why don't we just get some beers and call a truce? And ever since, the mongrels and the Hells Angels have got along, and that's actually probably how the bike rally started. I may or may not be right or wrong on that, though. So one thing I found interesting is, and I don't know how many people have put thought into this, but so if you see motorcycles driving down the road, say you're behind a motorcycle and then another motorcycle's going the other way, they always do the old motorcycle wave, which is nice, a little courtesy hello. When I'm driving my little classic car, when I pass another one, you know, I find we do the same thing. If you're out on a boat, you do the same thing. But the point being that, oh wow, I'm trying to watch this on my little screen here. That looks like they got one of those big ass flamingos on the beach. That would be super fun. But anyway, is that they do the wave. And it's kind of odd when you think, because if you think of motorcycles, people think of, as soon as they see like Harleys riding by or something like that, then it's like, oh, motorcycle gangs. And you think of violence and them shooting each other and all this shit. But then all of a sudden, like, you have an event like Bike Week in Florida, which, by the way, if you're into that, I'll put a link to my Port Dover Friday the 13th video, and to my videos from Bike Week in Daytona Beach. I'll put that in the description below in case you guys want to check that out. But point being is that all these supposed biker gangs that hate each other all seem to get together and get along during Bike Week or Port Dover or whatever the case may be. You probably have shit in your area where they do it too. There's me in my truck, by the way, sitting down there. I was kind of wishing while I was out there, by the way, though, that I was in my classic car, as kind of would have been a nice place to go for a cruise in it, but whatever. And there's like all kinds of car groups there. If you just saw, I don't know what those were, it looked like maybe an Orange Supra was there. I'm only watching this on my phone for the first time. Obviously, I saw it while I was flying it, but it's only a small screen, so you don't see that much detail from up in the air. So I won't actually see all the detail of this video until I upload it to YouTube, and then I'm watching it on my 70-inch or 75-inch or whatever the hell I got. That's when I can really take in the scenery properly. But anyway, you're going to see we're going to go for a really nice tour here. And It's I believe this was kind of like an industrial area, and maybe looks like it still is, but they've been doing like a lot of adding houses, and I think there's a lot of probably like improvements coming to the area. Um, it's nice. I like visiting there. Like I said, it's been a few years since I've been down there, but I'll definitely like to head back and go down for some barbecue or something and spend the day down there. But you're going to see up here, we're going to get to some pretty fancy areas. My old boss moved out here. I don't know exactly where, but I know he's got one of these big boats. And, yeah, a lot of sailboats. Oh, that bird was almost there to see me. Kind of reminds me of my flight around Amityville, New York. On my channel, I got that. I went over to the Amityville house from the Amityville Horror House. And anyway, kind of same idea. You just follow the river and all the houses are there. Pretty cool. That one with the red roof obviously looks pretty nice. And I'm going to bet that a lot of these are probably like up on Airbnb and stuff. Like bed and breakfast and shit like that. Because like I know out in Shirkston, which is not that far relatively speaking, you rent like a little trailer thing for like $1,200 a week or something like that. So I'm willing to bet a lot of these people are probably doing that, and good on them if they are. Good for them. That's probably a good idea. So yeah, this is kind of a bit of a messy looking boatyard, so no offense to them, because it's better than my boatyard, which I do not own. But at the same time, they could probably do with a little bit more organization. But, give you a little shot of the town there. And it's not a very big town. Oh, and then watch this. I'm going to scroll down at this big-ass mansion here. I was trying to figure out if it's a house or what, because that driveway looks like it would be more of like a commercial space, but maybe that driveway, the big round driveway thing's not actually attached to the mansion. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that because I didn't drive over there. But, yeah, let's go cruising down. Now, I do want to explain to you that the river is brown here because it's actually fed by the toilets of Caledonia. They're a little further up the river. And it's basically a city of 12.3 million people. And every time they flush their toilet, it goes into this river. So don't swim in it. All right, let's keep on cruising. So I don't even know the layout of this, so I want to see all these boats on the left hand side of the channel. Does that actually meet back up, or do they got to do like a U-turn and come back around the way we just saw that? This is gonna be interesting because I never paid attention to that before, so we're gonna see. No, it looks like in the distance they get to just mosey on out their little own river there. Maybe, maybe not. Oh wow, it's anyone's guess, guys. See, I don't pay attention to this shit when I'm flying, really. Maybe not. That might be a dead end. If that's a dead end, that would kind of suck if you were like, you know, drunk boating. Not that I'm saying you should be, but I'm just saying if you were, that looks like some complicated maneuvering, especially like in a big yacht or sailboat or some shit. But all right, yeah, so all those townhouses we just passed on the left, like last time I was there, those were just being built. And oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention that that's a lift bridge there. That would have been cool to fly through if they would have opened it for me. But and here we have like a cigarette boat. I could hear, I'm guessing it was this guy ripping out on the lake. I've been down to Miami and filmed a bunch of the cigarette boats down there, or not Miami, Key West, sorry. And so right away you can kind of hear them, like they echo across the city. Also, that boat's on land. I don't know maybe if that's a restaurant or not. I should have went and checked it out better, but let's keep on cruising. And I think we're gonna veer to the left, maybe not. I was only here really quickly today, so I didn't actually get a chance to go walk around or any of that. So when I come back out, I will. Oh no, we're gonna go straight and we're gonna buzz this boat here. Watch this. We're gonna fly like 6 feet from the captain's ear. No, I'm joking. We don't do that. But I do buzz overhead so we can check them out. And they got the lighthouses. Would have been cool to see at night, like if these both light up. They got the, I don't know if you guys know this, but on boats they got the red and green lights. So it's green to green, red to red, all is well, go ahead. Something like that. So tells you which side of the boat to pass on or something. But so we're gonna check out the green lighthouse here. Yeah, I have no idea if these are actually functional and doing anything, but we're gonna come back, check out the beach. I'm not spying for bikini chicks, but I mean, if they're there, they're there. It's all fair game to check them out. I kind of like this place with the palm trees, so I'm probably gonna try to go there for a burger or some shit one day. And I gotta check out these palm trees to see if these are actually planted there, and like, do they wrap them in the winter? For those of you that may be from, I don't know, Swaziland or somewhere that doesn't know much about our climate here, it's fucking cold in the winter. Like, we get like a month and a half of summer, and then it's like the rest of the year is generally freezing cold with snow and blizzards and all that. So anyway, I'll check that out later. That's gonna wrap it up, guys. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I will